But what has been the night tube's impact on night bus routes and their frequency?
I'll take that. I mean, first of all, obviously we recognise that night buses are key to assisting with the economy as well. And following the launch of Night Tube, if you remember, we introduced additional night buses out at where Night Tube terminated to help customers finish their journey. We've seen those buses successful on a Friday and a Saturday night, but last year we have seen over the whole of the night tube or the night bus service, we've seen around a 9% softening of night bus usage. And that's across the whole network. It is concentrated around the Friday and Saturday night, mostly on the arterial routes that are now covered by Night Tube. So as TfL, we haven't lost the fare. The customers have just chosen to take the tube because it's faster and it gets them to where they want to go. I think it's also worth noting that we have seen that decline in Night Tube, not obviously 9%, but equally on the nights that Night Tube doesn't run, we have seen a softening in the night bus market.
Was it 9% in the other days, or was it
lower? No, it was higher on Friday and Saturday. Yeah. Overall, on average, it's 9%, but in the weekdays we've seen a general softening as well, less than 9%.
Less than 9%, so maybe 2, 3, 4, whatever percent. Yeah. Okay. Right, thanks. How about taxis? I mean, so obviously the Night Tube can then connect with taxis out to London, sort of on the stations people travel to. Have you put in taxi ranks in all of the stations where the Night Tube goes to, or not?
I don't think we've put them in all. I think we have 45 taxi ranks, 41 of which were put in specifically for Night Tube, and I think the most recent one we put in was at Acton Town Station, and our commitment is obviously we will continue to work with local authorities where there is a need to try to get more taxi stations.
Do you know how many do not have taxi ranks yet? And
I don't have that off the top of my head,
okay.
But we can certainly get it.
It would be good to know, and then if you have any plans to actually put taxi ranks in those stations that don't have them yet because of
and I mean, is that every station?
Yeah,
or just where the tube comes to an end?
Every station would be good. But what do you think? Do you think that every station needs a taxi rank, or are there some that you think that don't need them?
I mean, my focus would obviously be on the terminuses, but yeah. It depends on how many people are requiring.
The recommendation was for every station served by the new Night Tube, and I guess the Overground now should have a taxi rank.
Okay.
Yeah. Now how about similar to taxis, but private hire vehicles? I mean, how has the Night Tube affected demand for private hire vehicles?
Actually have that information. Right. I mean, we can try to get it, but I don't know it.
And I'm also particularly concerned with unlicensed private hire vehicles, because obviously you license, about 120,000 private hire drivers from TfL, but there's obviously unlicensed ones as well that do carry on their business without being licensed by you, which is a problem. Has TfL increased enforcement activity against unlicensed private hire cars or vehicles at Night Tube stations?
Again, I don't have the answer to that. I'd have to take
it would be good if you could let us know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
I think we would have let you know in advance that we were going to be asking some things around that. So,
sorry about that.